happy soul day and Friday bonds. No pay yatna say as usual and come ofia and come da ho yebedi and come pa. Na me maka na mesa kam you said the NPP do mu here the aftermath of the speech by the vice president, the leader of the party. Ni nyina no Ghanaians elections say the development, any roads infrastructure, health infrastructure, educational infrastructure, any other developmental projects and omudina so de to abadia in the year 2008 in Kamampeni Kofo Efri Akunya so no. Now the then candidate, His Excellency the current president, Nana Donkor akufo-addo when lose the election. But Ghanaians doesn't look into those policies and what you've done. What they need is misikam, misisa, me to adiensisa to say, me transportation fare to say. But if the MPP can foster unity among themselves and come together and work tirelessly and hardly, I think the party can indeed break the eight for the first time in our political dispensation of this Fourth Republic. But let's see what happens after December 7th, whether it has yet been established or it will be established by Ghana's parliament, whereby the Electoral Commission has made proposals before the chamber, say, Abano, before December 7th. A lot of concerns and other religious bodies, most especially the SDA, for also concerns also. Then you know once na yaka. Me dey owo ahene entwibu isia ko Ghana nyina kofi. Atena se. Anopai me dey ase ma twedi ampon. Na dom na humobro enti na mete ase. Se ma sorry Africa teso na tetema da bodwi. Me no wadi mpu na ehia na hwe na 2TV. Ahoden wo ho na yete ase a. Na dom ene na humobro enti na yada. Asori o mpa ya boy kwada ye sei. Kakra bi. Erade me da wase. So ade me akwa adwuma, de me aba. Ebra so se me sa akọ me kete so asada. Me sere humobo. Pa me fomo so acha me. Na yi bofo kan bi no hwe me soma de panche me. Pa we ya o. Tew. No wada. Uda hwa me nkro ma ade be chi no wasa ma wasori. It means nyame epe. Wasem. Nyame edo. Otema o ahofama. Nyame wo buo kura de ma wo. Nyame nya dwe, onya hantan. Nyame otonema. Obi na tabem so obi am na wo. Buadi. O papa hwe kwa woni bi kapre kura ni bi na afa de dwane hantan ekun. But in all, you better want some yaka. But let's begin the day. Anope yatna say, me no enche bibi e wo ha say. It say eno beboa ye. Da bia no ye de we hye hu kura twe adwin si nyoma bi a ye wura fie ho. Anti aya na e ma hoho a. Se me no mienu, yi nyina be ka bom. Na yesua bibi ansa. Ene so ye fie da obi ahia asem wo ha. Sa ahia asem wo ya ye kan. Ye kan ma wo so otu ho fo obi hu. De ekoso awade mu. De ekoso abrabom. De ekoso asetena mu. Bibia mu. Na aya dodo na agina awade. Ni nyina dodo na entiase aya na anya adwuma. Entiase aya na anya adwuma but ye be ka bi na etufo. Uko wura awade ni ma waya hwe. Ene we be ma na otisika hwe oba sebi. Oba onware no. Wajimi kakra. Obi baba. Wajimi. Enye bio. Tisika ko obi baba. Ko obi baba. Dabi. Obi baba. We oba so na so tisika e ma be ma so wajimi. Onware you. Ma ware dey different. Ba mpena twen. Na wo na wo hwe obi ba. Obi timi hu obi baba na wo se me hwe na ato university. Jimmy kakra wo wajimi. I say catch you. Jai, Jimmy, Jai. And yet, Anope was never judge people who have little to nothing. We brofu. As one day you may find yourself having nothing at all. Till never judge people. The word for the day, any never judge people who have little to nothing. As one day, you may find yourself, you may also find yourself having nothing at all. A muni pattern in your thing, ensre nipa enjojo nipa obi bebu say why I say na wotwe mu nyina o motivational message ni nkran hyesem o inspirational message nyina aha na odi nam efe nipa ho adentia se me hwe de makomu ene baby anyame ede me kwa ena ye ma hoho aseme na wo che na onso utimi de bi eye mfato ho da achima wabra na ode yesu ya hunu. Don't judge people mo ni bie ensiro obi o. One day wonso on ya kapre kra na ni. So don't judge such people. In secondary school, SHS. Meka wana no ko benti ase. And the free senior school baby monti ase. Ya bere wo SSO, one to school fees. Me we secondary school. First year, second year, third year. I do school no. Another 3 years be good so answer na me school fees me to you. Result to crown to me koje. Because only sika be audi to. And then they say free school a we me your result. So at that time, onam for besero, ya pamu school fees e besero. But and then those people no, omo ahun him the den cry. Esen wo de na obre no. So don't judge people. Never judge people who have little to nothing. Because one day you may also find yourself of having nothing at all in your life. A munipa time, I said, don't judge a book by its cover, but what is in the book, the details, what the book entails, the details of that book, the most important thing, and really appearance, and munatain, then a man who be a monetize out, mabino. Then the entry up by me. A muni pattern. Because any panel who said that way, I'm a year time, moon year time, moon time, or moon time. Move for, no move for. Our Bible, no. Bible near guidelines are a boy, Emma, it me the boy, abra, boy, I am with. And pay so what is a jai say judging for because we be a common dinner. And then when you a china will be huna a ferry. Or better pono or when you now who Titu Caneno Kumasi Fia Santifi, Kumasi Fishia, and then Grand Crowd Homes I feel. I took in Kunku. If you know be a team, what's the water, wanted to wait. We wo fufu na oni se we onua o ma mi nua o ma obi ni no osrew no ogbo akutia there be. Don't judge such people. Never judge such people. O wonnim de o china bi e wo ho ma sa dipa no ne hyebrenko on so hyebrenko ti o ti sa jai ne mom nipa na uhu se oni bi no ma ne nya omobbo ne bom pa ese rade mani penya bi na one stress dachi. Aropay, this is the message and this is the word of God. Thanks and glory be to God. We need the owu ahene and chibuisi akugana kofi atenase. Excellency abena nyako kwekuma atenase. Anopay the bonkrata no nsam oho ai bebe heneka. Makase MPP nkabum ena muhia. Ampania be de cheni suade hunu ne so. Aka Johnny so nam e de Jack Toronto ni nua ketwa na eno. So de ne dia to. Ti se o de sense mienu itu nsani ani. Nipa mienu di omu gina ho. Una be decided. I am not the one to tell you on the True TV. The dialogue say go and vote for this person. And you know say make say be wo adwena ultimate dwene say be. Nti be bia wo to abakọ no wa wudi. And you know make say to abakọ ha. Anopay ebehwe ho asem na yaka. anopen so meyi mfoni bi Sadenti war no meka ho abakwasem kakra che na 1873 1874 mu ho na sa okon no a course enipa odi anim no no Britain ni bi ni din be ma ntim pon ne botae so just anti-my boss. How many munipa do baby cry? The Nakofi Kakari, I know ya Santimai in a cassia. They say, I am feeling I eat Jatu, and a percent just anti-my boss. So, Nanam, and a just by him, and I asked Antoine Odikai. I feel 100 you knew, and they said, or take a course of Koreas and take a tokohene, or him so, and I say you to a baby. Tosumi no ne nananum abodwa data ahye hofa woni mabakwase we me check akra ne mayi mfoni bi ache wo no say yes ya mamre ho ye ntoto nase excellency is seated nti mame nkɔ ne nkyɛn na yemfa the monkrata no musem efa me ne ba me mo ache abi ai fine
ye nua bra nyame adom ne ho mobro ntimi wo ho
ahode ho
bibia ye kama bibia ye fine
week as a contem
enko ne pentem
February no so ko
enko
say na 9 aka 20 days
aka 20
this year enko 20
any 15th crank here na ye abre o bra
bad
ana yi na evidence wo ho
dey no
you know
that be away the kobubu ya che I know they say the kobubu pressure the way from
papa ya o si adopt ne be ne waba wa mpe kakra ma no
kakra kra ni o me mo papa ya o se boa no
Edio
abroche for mo papa bi na ne ba pass pa
yeah in fact
ne ba na pass
papa na di ha kwani aba initially they need feel say bia o di agro but I think he is serious or say or when the 2 TV I no pay say my voice are crooked
mo sheda na ho
sa na mo ma me so enti we dey na wo di abezi e
pensu ma no
ensuo asimili enti no o se ne ba no atwa enti meni o wo ahene ye adopt akwala no na ye hwe no in fact akwala na nkasa true letter ema papa ne dia ba na wo hwe akwala no ne handwriting power dia true letter no utumu sa akwala na ben ne results o de ba ye ne enye bad cry
mo abroche kama kuma
mo mo akwala no
o ti ase o me ba no tram salute
o da so ti wo Onkoi.
Osime twen o. Me full steps osime twen o tase.
Na ne fie kwan so wo. But ahomache no waduru ha. Oh, mo ye na ye mo papa no ne ba. Yeah.
Otwa kwan ya che.
Last year to. O start ye nyenne.
Akwan so result no afo.
Pa. Me de me hu akola ne handwrite me say, wow. Oba ne handwrite o ka ya type. Oba enti e wo say ye boa.
Ya mo akola na ogbo so bi akonyem no.
Yeah.
Erade my hoden na wafo bi so mu an.
Exactly.
Because that's a memorable. That's memorable.
But akola ne brilliant.
No ha campaign kwa kubo nsam ka ho.
And
on Yankuma de.
Yankuma de to aba.
Kubo zara ne powers no way.
Yankuma de to aba.
So ni PR near you.
Shai Brazil o se ache, they say them so jai. The woman say Yankuma de to aba. To aba. Oh, Ghana ya tutia wa ya tuetia wa.
Ship de la best.
No matter the Yankuma de obeye.
Me no ba obi ehin asem. Omo disika hwenkofo mama na eye.
Send the waro.
We be ware no.
Oh, and then send the yaka.
Ebi asi.
Ebi bi ma sense. Na de me ma no wo montefo ana. Ho. Send me hwe no ma be wa no. Forget.
We de o imbo de enye se wo hwe no wote no asiwa.
O sinasiwa. And then siwa na nya dwuma.
Ofa baba one from class 6.
Okay.
And now.
No swa.
No swa. Abrante no so na fa so osia baba wa no we age o sin be 12 years.
Okay.
And ohu no de me na o maame no. Eya na maame no so akofio. Say oba o yire na so be wa no school fees. No
akwaje.
Na we de man ye nwanwa ehunu say ojiska na abrante no so ho oni ho okwa abrante no maame okwaje.
Eh.
Na wa hwe na ma Ababa one we as a class 6 courses and you see our baby about so that you say Marunya 18 19
no apeja
broom and almost say so much impana. You see the Tiasia Juma or Nanwatron so agura and Penacham. Prachiano or corner or bar when you're nursing school quine. Nursing you. Nina also nursing
the own wow, bra. That's for now.
Ababa one could do campus so I couldn't. Nintendo ordinary and what it's not, and now it's not. Toss a brandy. Menoka say a brandy in or 12 years into a peba, a so warrior. Rababa on Sonia read some warrior. Or money break a crack. Then don't know what tell baby say, Ababa one so a day.
Oh, warrior.
And it's not so a day. Or money break. No say, Nansani, a brandy, cuckoo pen on.
A day, looking at him.
Looking at him.
And I need any wish.
You're broken out.
Any wish.
Broken out for also she out China. Calcaric, fit you.
Oh, you.
Now, wish for no.
Oh, dear. Oh, see our. Aye. Over there, yeah. Oh, Miss Anna, 7 class here. Won't you? Me at me.
The perpetual there, Papa.
But, share. Yema a memman and tears.
About 2
Yema a memman and tears, say. Bema. Sepa, se o se me shabaywa. Na me de na nursing school, we am a one. Say, ye a martin, Janawa, a half. Half, and yes, half, say nipa 5 in a bay you. Nipa half or what dear, sa half in a bay juma. It doesn't work. Enye juma. Enti sa de sa investment no omunyai. Enye juma o. When obi beka say na girl no ne maame no omunim say omo nware be ma na omo gigi ni sika ye dey. O de ba omo beje. Ba wo a wo ye be ma na wo na wo tue sika no. Wo na wo sa omo woni down. Because sa de we no enye juma o. Na nipa no wakwa ko hia no. Ono kra ono ankasa ko ne school. Wati asiama wo so no beta na kra na ekosisi na wo se me hwe no ma ba be wa no sa investment na me ma munyai ya ka monte se wo hwe nipa kro no na wo se da chen wo hwe ahwese be ye ya no afa anye ya no apa oba bia tsana fine ebi be oba no se untumi nware nipa na menyi ni sika I understand me say se me na meti hei o say abna me pese me ni utu sa na mo we me ntumi me nyeje wo ne oma
okay
but obi wo ho ma obeje ba wo a wo ye be ma na wo na wo sika e ko no wo na wo sa wo mo wani da ho say sa de we no enkosi hwe what you say na say enkosi ba bia sa investment no ma kan say me ma ni nyai but my kan o mo nte mo nyina ma hwe nkofo say mo ba wa o mo ma mpre fine
Sisa for baby on the
Ame na me wo
no twauti ana.
No twauti.
O start you eduma no unye uti.
No ma ye miti.
No abo.
Yeah. Ade.
Ani ko twa mfoni bi so na no.
Ene bia sata ma me try me say miti na ye pay me.
No try.
Ene me try ni nyina.
Oh okay.
Ena me started natural.
Oh okay.
Yeah. Nti bia sata ma me try miti na.
Okay.
Enti me the American say mo nyai sa investment no. What the be sa de no. Enka fa top reko na ye no. Na daachi bia no omo beto e de aye ayi empusu na wanye sika. It doesn't work.
To be obi baba. Abrantie.
Also wo hwe no na wo de ache no na nyame ehira wa fine. Asa me hwe no ma be wa no. Nurse ni nurse na oye teacher kora de nka bia nka be wa. Na nurse ne die.
Teacher na de nka be wa no.
Teacher for dey no me considerate kakra.
Okay.
Na nurse for no. Wow. Dabi.
Ti me no kasa branch and wush aka no.
Wush onam no obo ma
ne. Ofre me kasa tenten. Wato asa na me se na bi we nya broken heart we wush.
Wush. Oh. Ye nyai sa de no. Ye nyai. O hye nipa no na so woni ne keka no opewa. Na wate ase na wo hwe no a me ni problem. But say me hwe no na da achi ma ware ne de. One way I wish na be ebechi. Yeah, na making.
Justice, wadaro my video no ready na e story wa ha. And to the for the chronicles.
Nipa na woni na keka ma na te ase a wo hwe no kra no. O china wo ko.
Na de.
O say me hwe ne nursing training. Nursing ni no say omo ho ofe akra no obo so owie na so koye national service na bia na young doctor bi so aba
Dr. Baba
general o de o to was said
kwa ka nurse ni bi a ohwe obi sa na nipa na kakra wo no me say nipa no ho to no invite na so oda paso ni na wo hwe ni na oje number
o de
okwa abrante ni fi e ma me no ka say omo aware ma ode no kwa America
na wo te ho say me na me hwe ni school ni school say me say acheche fo ni de ya na je na nurse fo ni de wow
Yenshe Democrat
The Chronicle.
Okay.
I saw leadership in Bawumia the first time I met him. Kofo ena ekase. Mamifa Dr. Joseph Obeng ede no start. Dr. Joseph Obeng said na no ye ne kasa ewo UPSA. Abra Dr. Bawumia ewie ni speech no. And was say in fact enema hudu a edwadifo wo krom ha o ma kan no eno na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eka ho asem se oba obeye afri ho de ama edwadifo no. In fact o say Dr. Bawumia kire se ampa otie nia edwadifo no eka no se se flat rate ya wo kan ho asem se taxes ayetua e wo krom ha no ye be hwe se compliance no e be kosoro ne sa ne ma no e be boa pa nti o sre se ehye ya waka no ya me ye na dom no obedi mampani no a onfa enye adwuma sede se ne fata na president Kofo ena na na okasa wodwumadi na se no na no already blance na me hu na chepa
o
the president Kofo nche wa hu
no
na the tour ho no we dan ne enti okasa no ena o say ohu Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the first time no na oye young man no oye policy advisor ewo Bank of Ghana and or presented paper bi sa time no who said no there's a leader in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na no di no one dance pa na was say na no nsem o di to Dr. Bawumia ne aka kire ne do so manifesto no ankasa MPP for the beba no eno e di akire ya eba eno so be kire MPP for vision ya omo ma Ghana after 2024 election Chronicle the Democrat
The daily statement the Democrat and so made to us so Bawumia's vision good for business. Guta boss happy about reforming port taxes. And the Dr. Joseph Obeng, president for Guta and Funi Ewaha, BOG acted responsibly to save the economy. Dr. N.S. Addison, Amrado out down my sika krabi about time. And what do we about UNFPA to raise new leaders. Ghana launches non-resident visitors health insurance. And also say Dr. Joseph Obeng a good penny no se mampani abede che ni suade hunu no ebeboa nyuma the worker at the bar. The Ministry of Health has launched a national non-resident visitors health insurance policy to promote, provide and maintain good health care for all non-resident visitors in Ghana through health insurance. And I'm saying a number for cancer.
As they say, we are now house, so between me health insurance for visitors. Now, so they are called hospital.
The worker at another page, a year 2. Apiate contractors urged to focus on external works before. Hey, who can Apiate? I said, that is what we do now. In terms of inspection, Era Benito Usubio, Deputy Lands Minister, including our. The United Nations Population Fund, Ghana, has outlined key initiatives and programs to implement this year that would focus on nurturing and empowering new leaders, individuals, and communities to reach their full potentials to provide positive development across various sectors in Ghana. On the penny power that UNFPA, Dr. Wilfred Ochan, country representative Mfoni Ede Aba. Omaisi Kakrabia Amrado, Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. N.S. Addison. Do be na hu here about Bank of Ghana so minus nya de. The minority do more oppose any activity bia Bank of Ghana back but almost omuye kwan a betimi anamono mutu no e kwan pa na ejina so se sefata eno na nam so ma Omaisi kasem etimeja nyesanka economy no ese kra
New Weekend Crusading Guide. December 7th election. Bawumia is the man of the moment. National Road Safety Authority cautions public over dusty weather pattern. Vives vision for Ghana simplified. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's speech, no. Share Weekend Crusading Guide more. My no. Almost simplify no. Aha, my very 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 simple. Pa ewaha. Share said your my no. Okay, yeah, more.
Okay.
Yeah. For example, say a growth mindset curriculum to help students build critical skills such as problem solving, risk taking, opportunity, sporting and design thinking, STEM education, reduce the number of ministers to 50, reduce fiscal bedding, no VAT on electricity, no emission tax, no betting. Sane money nyina no ma na papa. That's a 62 Almost simplify no nya the Weekend Crusading Guide ni bia. Obetumi ehun said echo. Na National Road Safety Authority say mfuturo na aba wiase na anodin. On that mfuturo note, mami appeal to contractor na oye adwuma wo amasama yensa wo road ne so.
Na munzo bi mfonyi bi abeto na ehun.
Madam for bi temedie na in fact
futuro eko.
Adin. Yes, the contractor no say oma ensuo ntumi kwan na mayen. De bia won fa ensuo ngu kwan ne so na emfuturo ne mra se kakra. Omo moti area ho mo bre. Adwuma ne de o ye bo aba so. But yesrew fa ensuo gu kwan ne so mo manfo no mo te sampotem ho no na omutumi ntira omu fie kakra emfuturo ku omo yesrew ada. Then the demolition exercise e course wo ye kwan no so ante.
Sir? Dodo wa kwan no.
Etu chairman assembly ne contractor no. Wo mu de you know afidie no.
Bulldozer no.
Wo mu de si containers ne mu kura.
Dada no muntu no mantu.
O mantu. Afena enu ano se anopa no mo shase. Dom shase from a dental barrier. Enu o mo de bulldozer ye de siw ne atu ye de siw billboard ba ku bia engofo bi Valentine program o mo ba be ye billboard akwa ne di nu ase ewu ne da form eye sa ade no mo ye na ye me do but ya ma mo warning deadline e twoma still ne ma ne wo ho enti almost started from barrier no amemi ko fie no mo do foster me do oyibi junction no
mo do
afen o nya me wo kra o mo foster Afena oyibi fora ko han eyi carpenter for ni mesi wo omututu adene ya so odin sa
any person
ma started demolition exercise serious one and no any engineer ne kasa o say they say no mo ye temporary structures ye kiosk ne containers no mo wi a adan no aka no omo ebe dwene no so contractor ya ready ekwan wa so sip traffic wo so ye nye na ye ho nto ye be ye so aboy Ghana for Enfuturo no aba no na National Road Safety Authority for say wo drive wa ya no ay careful because eduru ba bia enfuturo no to me bunkam fa so wan hwe ya na odi akobo obidie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I refer Daily Graphic into aso. Na publics scrutinize Bawumia's vision. That's the biggest story on the front page of the Daily Graphic. We won't engage government on electricity VAT. Organized labor. Also aba GCB Bank Platinum Conference held. Constituency watch. Efia. Okay. Okay. The Takrady Technical University of Efia. Okay. And the constituency Efia. Ope. Omudumedi ohuni the Bokrat around the back page 16 and 17. Back page of Daily Graphic Sports. Elephants coach in dreamland after AFCON final berth. Coach and Mess 5. Abana Abrante, no one coach or you, assistant coach. And almost walk off a Bruni Petebi, Cote d'Ivoire. On board 3 matches, we need 1 pay, lose 2. I rather coach and resign. And then Mamu Krum take over. Says will take you lose match the other.
I see.
And what we need at the final. Or the non Samaba or the Cote d'Ivoire Fonti. Sunday at Airway, which is on the 11th of February. And Bobo, a big my Bobo, I can see the chateau, I the crew and Bessia go promotion. Or the one Samaba. Behe, media met typical divorce of Magic Capital. On society for Nigeria.
Nigeria budget. Nigeria budget.
How much in the
day? Say Sunday.
Stadium obey
Abuso kura, Abuso. But Cote d'Ivoire for no my idea. Oh my idea, but cap on the Nigeria.
Okay, young
now also okay, boy. My for the Ghanaian Times, the Obokrata and Twaso. Disclose funding sources. Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition demands as it pushes political parties to promote campaign finance transparency, protect integrity of electoral processes. Asante receives first batch looted regalia from University of California. National Road Safety Authority begins commercial road transport e-registration next month to improve safety. I will encourage Ghanaians to have mindset of possibilities, VIP declares, as he outlines 15 broad areas to tackle. Anti-corruption agency for Mwokrum and almost say, almost political parties, almost disclose almost source of funding. And baby, a woman sika free a woman de political party no, woman enka, na Ghana phone na enhu di wom. Woman aye bedwam kasa kyerɛ dwumadi the Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition for no. And almost say Political Parties Act 2000 Act 574 no. Eka say was a political party be disclose a kwanya of so every source on ho no the presidential and parliamentary elections. But as a political party singing na no monka. And this is one there's almost source of funding well, almost the almost can say almost political parties ni say samra no oboma ne nya adwuma. Asem ba kwa Dr. Baumia kan so ne say obema Ghana fo ya dwene aye yen say bibia ya de adwene besi so se ebe ye ne betumi aye. Possibility mindset and also Ghanaian Times yaba. What just say Asante Agudie ya ekokodi amanone no. First batch no aba.
Okay.
You see 12:40 p.m. and Asante ne edru dwabrim. And afia himfo ne omo maka nyina so ekokoje na wa tu e de bae eno na na no obi se onyi ni se gold no ano mo de oh baraba
se governor na
omo to me ndada Asante Mansa
governor Sabre no 1873 e fen se Gardnet Wosley
okay
ono na odi animu se edu ba bi o ma adanse ene bekwai ene adweso na o twese nkasa mamienu anase Paramount Chiefs we omontemondo itimpo nyina se obeje Asante Maboso itimpo nyina se obese gude nyina na obeye okunini kase edu ba bi o achieve ni dream no but Asante Ma led by adweso hima ya Asantoa ekonkone esa reclaim omo enum nyam enti sa ba kwasam we bibiri nanim
and go for brain I think
that is fine for you too so mineba
I think say I was to me historian from my
no be cheche mu just is here for you until we for the first time in history Nana ya Asantoa the second ya Asantoa the first for we the toss me no a odi adweso ma hema
okay
o kire o demonstrate ya che Ghanaians say konkoden a Asante Ma point ema omutimi gi Asante Ma si ho no nti we oba kokuduro for sene ne ne den ene sene na akodi no ntade na hye no ene hu tuo a che sente no a de ko na asem keto awo Asante Ma no o de ye hwemfo nyika just say ntie bi mo mi ntie sound no ye hwa de ntie sound ye mfamwie Enti we dia ye ka ho asem Sagranti War 1873-1874 nananom ehye ho fa enti asante hene ote kokko so tumfo se tutu wo hye ho bodwa ho data wo ho enti asante man so de oka ko a saa ko no omudi anim a uyi adwo so frima anye yi enti adwo so ba ahema nana ya asanto atoso menu enenu a o demonstrate kire se omu na di saa okon no anim. Okay. Daily Guide, Guta President Hill's Port Taxes Reform. Baumia is a man of destiny. Kofor. Kasua Meda, suspect demands DNA test. And Amenshia holds 150th 50th of Sagranti War Deba. Former youth sports minister dies in India. Dr. Mustafa Ahmed. Oh. The minister for 9 months. Oh. For time, Mahama time. Mahama time. And it's India no akwa free mo. Oh.
Some me for Facebook comments. Comments popular too. Or say a lot of Ghanaians are now very clear in their minds that Ghana is destined for greatness under the leadership of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Anyway, greetings to Michael Quay, our next MP for Dome Kwabenya. And Robert Lamte, aka Okumkom, next MP for Madina constituency. Kofi Nyako, aka Blueprint, or say I am amazed and deeply astonished. Hey, by all those critics who are suggesting that the tax policies announced by Vice President Dr. Bawumia are not achievable. But the interesting thing is that, is it not these same critics who have been asking government to abolish these taxes? So why are they suddenly saying this is not possible? I have no doubt that this clearly shows the hypocrisy and deception in the argument of these critics. Greetings to Honorable Charles Bisu, the incoming MP for Esikado Ketan. I'll say, the same thing out there, but my kind of why. Owahine and Abna, good morning. How is your day? Abna tell Owahine that I chat him on WhatsApp, but he doesn't remember to greet me on air. Ejedu ewo kumase. Ejedu eni ene ya chiawa, yes is watch ya. Ya osankide.
Ejedu pe fans o.
Yeah, man fans. Seriously, I sometimes find it difficult to understand NDC people. Why did they become the defenders of President akufo-addo? Why are they behaving like the ostriches? They shouldn't forget that Dr. Bawumia's economic policy have gone down well with Ghanaians, and we are going to break the 8 with him. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, come December 7th general election, will be elected to break the 8. Yeah.
Ajua Agyapong.
Okay, sister.
What's happening?
Oh, yeah.
Also, Mami Free.
I'm Mami Free.
Oh, Krubeso.
Kro so na menka, but ni Mami Free mu Ghana.
Ghana. Duaba na Oba.
Obeba.
Okay.
Obeba.
But the Mami Auntie Ajua Agyapong.
Yeah.
Kafra. Yakopa. Nti. Ibesha Wasamaka. Or say, good morning, Sister Bana and Awahine. How are you all doing this morning? Have a great weekend. That's it, Mami. Win a champion. Shalom, my children. We thank God it's Friday. Kofi, thank you for your motivational words. You guys look refreshing as usual. Wish you blessed and peaceful weekend. Keep up the good work. Kencity, no size. Yao Sankide from Thai Facets. When did NDC people became the defenders of President akufo-addo? Ghanaians have really understand the politics of the DMB, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So we shall surely break the 8 DMB and MPP come December 7th general elections. I say, please, can I have your Momo number? I want to help the girl. Sister, okay. And the sister, Bana, this is mommy, this is offer sister, Bana. Oba. Mommy, we need to one number.
Yes,
Okay,
sure.
and then, me do number number 2. Sister, don't laugh. Don't laugh at him. As we say, love is blind. Sister, what you are saying is true. They should open their eyes wide because they are cobras.
Yo.
Remember, no, come on.
Maybe I know Odo ne or so Odo ne fra o. Where Odo?
Eugene Amwakohene, Awahene and Abena. Good morning. I'm watching you live from Dubai. I came to Ghana last year November, but Honorable Ken didn't win the election, so I have to come back to Dubai. Like I can't go be what I did. Because God will punish them one by one. The guy should forget it. Yamami Ejekumo and Asadia. Yamami win a champion. Or say I know. Okay. We can't even abum dachi. I was but when the day blueprint escado.
Is it on the other Facebook?
Na kofina ko na blueprint. Okay. Tiebesia na Mame frɛ oba 0 normal 0242 nedma.
Of course.
0242971744. Why frɛ abena nyako na yemo papa no. 0242971744. Nti yema me mon frɛ na papa no twa kwa o start ba time be presidential election.
Yeah, I check.
No hard win so.
Ana yem fane ma Mr. Entry na won hwe nkwala na.
Mr. Entry na igu no so. Was it my hand at 2 TV ni meti o man FM Santi abena adopt baako. O wa hin so di baako ma o.
Na dey so no ordinary mo fa no.
E bi afi no be wo no. Yinim. Edio. But abena aho kire ya o.
Yeah.
Hey, oba wie school na.
It's still our twin.
What you say o twin me? What you obeje lorry fair and say o mi obeje lorry fair tara.
Man lorry fair. Na ka on the lorry fair so nyanika.
One as well no patutu o metra.
Asemo.
But time o de ba no. O car be no ofo.
First car.
O see our so start born money o. Oh, we ready who e mo bono bi anya sika o. Excellency the queen of the dialogue abena nyakuku ekuma. And that is life. Abrabo sanity. And if you that, a man for Busa say, oh, in a flash business here, but I don't have a flash in here. Actually, Mamma can't have flash in one. Munyai, flash we know yet. A com flask. A home semna. A better say, Sikafi, Achediano. Eba. Sika. Oso obi abedidi sika eye moja eni hu a na woni atutu aka wonsem ebi na yeka ho asemi ti anopai o hwe na 2 TV a fa mobile phone that dial *274*3# sika fie oso obi abedidi anopai so mbeche sika no a meche 5 million enra meche 5 million 500 Ghana anopai mesache ti for mobile phone and tempa macon obi obetwen last minute Ghana for moto ho de last minute *274*3# no select option 1 na 2 TV option 1 na 2 TV o select ya no send it also welcome to Sikafie, choose where to play enter number of tickets each ticket be 5 Ghana cedis or the 5 cedis be 500 Ghana 5 million na me chew 300 na me chew 2 million enti tugum na wo akwanya se obenya chede omo wi ni nyina se mo de ne ne intro aha meti intro di na se intro mu kura nka me wo de sa adwena suma me menye efia wo mu ni me ade e fa intro me nka enti we akwanya na ba no sika fie wo so obi abedidi sika fie obi abedidi peche ti wasoro no pe ya fa phone unimi ya ma obabi nyama wo now the payment be account na to so bo say kwen message no we ni na etimi no wadi nkomo na washa foforo enkra nti koso a ekwa efa so ne achiche scan kakra de ama wo na wo so nya bibi ada to botuma no pa ya Nti anope ya eno ama ba kwa odi 5 o say or to 80 Ghana cedis 5 cedis sa 14 no tugu no tu na bi pa na dem eni say no nya 5 million edi momodi an say won so baby na ayakwanya kese say won so obenya bibi atogotom Champions League is seated here Christian Donkor Financial Friday segment Ebra so say edi eno so ba wakwa ba hye no so say a 4-bedroom house at south of Angkor is up for sale. The house comes with washrooms in each of the 4 bedrooms, living room, dining room, in a walled compound. There is another 4-bedroom house for sale at Rees Junction, Medina. The house has living room, dining room in each, and is also walled. Another 4-bedroom, beautiful one, located at New Achimota, near Hotel de Joko, is also for sale. And we have 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom apartments also located at Jolo Junction, Perez Junction, nice building. And the Mabosui and Nankra and 4-bedroom. Bako, our south of Angkor, another 4-bedroom, and so our Rees Junction, Medina. Any 4-bedroom view, our New Achimota, Hotel de Joko. Any 1-bedroom and a 2-bedroom apartment. And the Pacho, who here will be an opposite when you now or friend number 0262 211 222 0262 211 222. Fred, now in Penifonium Como, Nadia Obia, on fat amount. Obany Christian Donkor is seated. Champion, you're watching.
Oh, I know it also.
You are fine.
I know pay boko.
I'm what Champion.
Yeah.
Champions League.
As usual, the first me chiao. Kasi pa na feso. Me am sister Monica so chiao. Monica no pay ye chiao.
Chia no pa.
Na ba koso no so mo fa se friend esi. No so da so chiao.
Okay.
Yeah, ejedu aseni message wa ha.
Ejedu kumase. Temanache.
Mincha na safa. Safa Buaje so.
Okay. Openi Safa Buaje.
What is this?
Temanache pa.
Keep papa so fijase.
Okay.
Or so chiao. Right. And or now together. I'm show program grantee. I'm say I'm chiao kasia pa.
All right.
Right.
And we didn't come on the lecture now vision by the Vice President. More and other commentaries about one is Legon Professor Jampo on Sunday Awadi Ababetum in reaction to the statement. He didn't come up and pay papa. After Finance Ministry so the statement by on the Black Stars report and once we could to black therefore our tutu is a movement to a bet course and some anopay and in coma ebabidi anopeno. But you know what I was saying is say the MPP after the Mampeni Abedi Chidin Vishaba we can in order to break the 8 what you need most is unity. Say unity no ama behamo Monshasi, a reconciliation committee. Ayati. Munya Juma no send say ne fata. Obia mama komadi na che mama ni bini. Mon frère o mo komadi o mo ebi mu yare edam empem. Yare da yare paso. Mon frère mu nyina na mama o mo so nya bibi nka o. O mo wie. Ese adidi gya ani mu na na. Enidi gya obi se na be ya obi nya hoden. I campaign at them. Obani, minim the Edebe and Commodity, Minister Vice President, then I am fan Shasi as a chartered accountant and an economist. Analysis over pages in the Mintimin kind. After the Vice President, a Casa or Kofi or Hinekunodu Auditorium, UPSC, then Samawa Laboratory, and then in Coma would the Acheno. Adaruma, minim the war pick the film. A bit more money dachi. And I say, young queen.
Yo, I think it's a vice president speech, not the mine, and then the matters arising. Like we said, after the lecture, mate a lot of people on the minority the room and na Professor Jampo di say we nya ne de no a enka wotumi kan ye na ye hu basis ni ye na say your answer be na de amano and then I also look at other things I pick from inside ni advice I me de be ma ba me I have a very simple advice for him yes we take care about buano. So what I say?
I mean, Prof. Jampo, a political science lecturer at the University of Ghana, Professor Ramford Jampo, has stated that certain aspects of the address delivered by the new patriotic party's flag bearer have vindicated his critics. Jampo, in an analysis of Dr. Bawumia's address on Wednesday, 7th February 2024, said, part of the presentation was an indictment on the government of which he is part, in a manner that raises serious questions and vindicates those of us who have been critics of the government. He specifically highlighted the contradiction inherent in pledging not to have more than 50 ministers or being part of a government that currently comprises over 100 ministers. Additionally, Jampo pointed out the flag bearer's promise to abolish certain taxes, including the emission tax, gaming tax, e-levy tax, and VAT on electricity consumption. These promises, according to a political science lecturer, Professor Jampo, align with the criticisms he and others have raised regarding the need to streamline the size of government and eliminate what he terms nuisance taxes. Jampo reflected on the past, nothing that supporters of the flag bearer had previously criticized and opposed similar critics raised by him and others. He posed a rhetoric question, wondering whether these supporters would now direct their criticisms towards the flag bearer himself, and considering his current stance, that similarly aligns with the earlier calls for downsizing the government and eliminating what he deems as burdensome taxes. These are the highlighter, Professor Jampo Abuboso.
Very good. To be honest, if you look at the entire speech, first and foremost, he admitted, say, economy or challenges, but also segregating, from say the time when Amobaji in 2017 out to 2020, as 2019, as the near very rosy, fine. It will show all the bad economic indicators I'm inheriting now a year better. So, and also the fact that say because of the IMF program, now we have huge unemployment base. In Tiaban we buy necessarily turning Yama around to be able to make sure say graduates are now goofy and now formal group from graduate unemployment. I'm a farm so and he was segregated who say within 2017 to 2019 things were a bit better. Yeah, which is the indicators in true. Yeah. Because growth rate they left was around 3.2 or 3.7%. The time now COVID in 2019 it grew over 6%. So that is a fact. And now inflation so bad from they do at that time it was single digit. So and now also admit is from say 2019 2020 going and now COVID-19 didn't boom. So that is and then beyond that and also Russia and Ukraine war. And to be honest, says Sanyama when we are analyzing economy, being locally Ghana and internationally, not say one fact, sir, that particular period, what happened now, and made the whole world go into crisis. One family champion a year. So what is it? And the only foundation, actually say within that period, a lot of things happened. The whole world so affect you be Into Ghana, any exception. And because of that, we were forced to go to IMF and near qualify year and all those things. And only 18. So I admit that fact. Then beyond that, also admitted the fact to say, the akufo-addo administration, now will take you over. No? So he was given specific role to play as a head of economic management team, EMT. Ne boss Emma no opportunity Emma were implementing near maybe an ever ni trim and as I'm doing as cabinet near the other, and especially near more dim wakotin pa okay pa the okay digitization and no just or the man, and you talked a lot about the digitization. So they say and how I help the various institutions and the agencies, to progress. And also so okay, said he was given the opportunity and all those things. So having said that, no, and a bar near Opese or Yema or minus a woman opportunity to become a president, Nivision or Dema. I've had opportunity to look at points of Kikainano. I think we got about 77 points or who. You did some review. Okay. So what I said, if you go there briefly before and sign up, me president.
Number one, I think it's a growth mindset curriculum to help students build critical skills such as problem solving, risk-taking opportunity, sporting, and design thinking.
Yeah.
Enhancing reposition of the education system towards STEM, robotic and artificial, and expand infrastructure at medical schools.
Infrastructure expansion, good.
And also enhance fiscal discipline through an independent
fiscal discipline has something to do with your revenue generation and then the expenditure.
Okay. How are you mobilizing Sikano? Tax okay.
It has to do with the budget.
Okay.
And he also ensures enhance physical discipline.
Okay.
Physical discipline has something to do with trying to ensure say the expenditure and we're streamlining in such a way say you get the value for money.
Okay.
So there's a BBN as I say. And so that is a tougher. Okay. But I think the detail, will go there.
Reduce the number of ministers to 50.
Yes, and that Professor Jampo who said also be reduced to 50. Okay. So what I say, yes, I also have a problem with that. And so we also look at
the Fiscal Responsibility Act will also be amended to add a fiscal rule.
Yes.
That requires that budget expenditure in any year does not exceed 105%.
That is fine.
Okay.
That is fine. Okay. So it's another amendment. It has something to do with the law.
Okay.
Once it does that, it guides you. Okay. It's a guidepost.
Okay.
Yes, good.
Reduce the fiscal burden on government by leveraging the private sector.
Okay.
That's another point.
That is also fine.
And introduce a very simple, citizen and business-friendly flat tax regime.
Okay.
And also another point.
And also you're very good.
Okay.
Because you see, in certain categories of business, I'm listening. Individual tax assessment rate,
okay.
And very difficult because of that. A lot of people submit our account near for that individual assessment point.
Okay.
So media for me, it is good that certain categories of business say if you get a flat rate, a flat rate percentage
okay.
And he said, oh, why? Some when I will turn car, car. It's also depend on car, say be a cooler, it is a flat rate.
Okay.
So what I say, once I walk garage,
okay.
And the flat rate, ubetuya.
Okay.
Once I say a Land Cruiser, and no rate,
okay.
And he flat nani who say, and on a bet me, I buy it mania. Sikamo. So I think it's a idea.
Okay.
I propose.
Remember 20 so
yeah.
Tax amnesty, another point. Electronic and faceless audits by GRA.
Yes.
No tax.
I must say faceless. It means the interface of mobile tax through the digitization. I'll bet my audit to home office without necessarily coming to the, which of course, word.
No tax on digital payments. That digital, the e-levy will therefore be abolished.
Okay.
No VAT on electricity if still on books. No emission tax and no betting tax. Temaport will be fully automated. Temaport will be fully automated.
But the question is that for now, it's not automated. Yes, but it will be a full or say fully. So maybe a certain aspect to be automated.
A new policy of aligning the duties and charges at Temaport to the duties and charges at Lomé Port.
Are you sure they will do? Okay, that when I promise. Lomé, because Togoni are the minimum port free.
Where they go see? Spare parts importers duties will be at a flat rate per container.
Okay.
20 or 40 feet.
Yes, indeed. Never say containers in Ebano. Say spare parts in one. And then when I am usually I will be around the no, the spare parts no every.
Question people are champion. People ask and they say paperless port system being so by. And what's them could see?
And now we catch we see, look, human factor. Yeah, human being here. So, champion, no matter how automated now the canon. And what in another make it, so one more modern put proper control system. Let me pay Jessica. Ya man appropriate a sanction. Me am punishing enough. Massa, forget it. Forget it. Yeah. What's a we no automated no. Ni oye duma wo ho no. Computer no kwa no ni mo se wo a wo say we implement this ade no. So what I say? E kwan obefa so obebo kro no e bebre. Na the say fa system no mu a na wo de echo. Na mfemu so enti we will look at it and then see how I mean it will help. Okay. But of course let's give the benefit of the doubt. Yes, maybe something different is coming. So if you mention a year, we are copying 70 something one. What I take from this sentence is an attempt, right? I see significantly doing away with a lot of taxes. Right? When we say a lot of taxes, we also obey BB afa. What I say? Meanwhile, was also talking about how our physical gap no obey improve no na healthy ama economy na grow. Enti me share ni statement now can about the physical or make you no and the taxes now we then I found something very, very intriguing. We say enhance fiscal discipline through an independent fiscal responsibility can enshrine in the fiscal responsibility, reduce the number of ministers to this, and then also the fiscal responsibility out of that's fine. Now, we all know, say, for now, as it stands, your problem with our fiscal space, in a sense that we share a budget, you prepare no champion. If you look at the revenue, any the expenditure gap now, a wide, a very wide. I can't find them and you see, if you can remember, this budget they read last November. Now I'm going to get the expenditure of revenue of about what? You can remember?
This I find it out from document. You say you can't want some pay.
Yes, it's about about 150 million there. 150 billion. Yeah. The expenditure is about
200 something.
And so when you subtract the difference is about 50 something billion.
Yeah.
The 60 something billion. Now, you see, all this revenue I include the various taxes now by me also be free honor. Meanwhile, you still have the gap of 20 billion. Champion, I'm being professional. So what I say, because you analyze it. And yet, you just jump and then be talking about it. So, oh, you be you if you say, Debbie. As I say, we analyze now, then you put it in the proper context. Near I say, going forward, you know, how is this going to help us? Because champion, problem ye tomu emribino, yempesi abekomu bio. Enti me tembiano me analyze things from objective point of view. Now, Osha Aban we read budget. The various taxes here yabubo bodi ye free nano. It take into consideration all those taxes. And to me my echo 150 billion or 160 billion and then expenditure. Now the difference you know normally you know say if government wants to embark on all the developmental projects now, it means then that as I say, Koko finding 50 billion or the best also. So the question is where? And so it will come from borrowing. Now, champion, let's analyze this. Supposing what Bamia is saying is a maybe way free, maybe way free, maybe free on. And to abandon be free ho. Now say, I'm say, revenue no esote. Unless, of course, there is alternative for obey generate sikane free or apart from those taxes and obey free one. If you will be alternative there. Then I will say, we free one, now we be shame. Say, an alternative for new idea. Then it means then that, or you free one, it means targeted, revenue, a super follow. What am I saying?
Okay, my team will be fantasy.
What am I saying? That's a super follow. Yeah. Because for now, no, budget we will take into consideration all those taxes, and am I about 150 billion. Meanwhile, our expenditure is 120. It's a physical gap of 50 billion. Now, that's many ways we live for her. So alternative we yanka and just quite before we generate no. Then it means then that we should expect say revenue expect as to follow.
Okay.
Yes, in the other is also followed by even 20 billion. So the deficit no because we expenditure is so 20 billion. So one tier expenditure so there. Let's say a gap near 70 billion. And the borrowing should go to 70 billion instead of 50 billion.
Okay.
Where I'm coming from. I'm not saying, Sabio, I'm always, as a professional, I analyze things. Number how is this thing feasible between Abua, Sabio, young call, and what champion? Because you see, look, this about by 2016, 17. There were so many taxes I see by a free hot. He said the same thing. To send you see. The same thing was said in 2016 back. Say about the year floor. And indeed, about so about what 17
taxes.
Nuisance taxes. Of course, some are nuisance. Into me, we feel what can be paid. This is a condom tax. Kaya and only at this what I said. And maybe duty so near the idea near. Yet so free, what I say. But at the end of the day, what I say, who will say, I feel a good point to be a year qua, nothing, yes, the new taxes in the we are introducing new ones. And so I ask myself, so why? Because you are obeying from 17. So why port to where you different? So still, you have the business of car or port so. So I ask myself, so why are we going?
Okay.
Is it the public sentiment? We have analyzed the economy critically to know our stand.
Okay.
So that I am careful about certain things. So what I say. And so the same thing, akufo-addo is leaving. Amia is coming. And also making the same things. I mean, and taxes are a lot. So I ask myself, we have two income generating source. Either you generate it internally or you go and follow. Look, listeners who listen to it, we are analyzing it for you to know our image. So that if it's pushed to some point, that's all not the repercussion about at the end of the day, if you don't take care, you're able to introduce the flow. Because we are dealing with economy, its expansion and everything. But of course, having said that, listen to me, my advice about say or so be everywhere, and you may be also may expect to say, and yes, I am afraid.
So, mommy,
what you say?
So, mommy, now making crack to him right now. I think you become abolition of taxes and the introduction of new taxes. Going forward and going to election 2024, the vice president now and the candidate, Edema NPP. And on era Christian Donkor ya analyzing. It do be taxes be na NDC for the good show NPP ba be flow. There's a year along the line, inside the beside the questions people are asking, even Prof. Jampo say, or can't buy home and a e-levy or after also about abolition. Or can't buy home and you 100 ministers after also about so it seems there's a bridge between the flag bearer and the government. You better analyzing it. Stay tuned now. But also say Sika fee actually promotion no *274*3# and okay. Let's select option 1. Net2 TV. We selecting Net2 TV. Now we send the number of tickets. Do not send our person or to go. Back be 5 Ghana cedis. And then Sophia Day Nyasika to Butum. If I could do weekend. I may drink to Abasima back. You better also. Ewa kwa babio Financial Friday segment and bosomia tosumiru on fimpinuni eduonu and da toso and kon and in ifiara ba hye no so anopai maka asisudu ase wo sika bia me de ba bechew ya to ne din sika fie enti omodi anse obafa mobile phone na watu sika ne bi egumu na me so ma wa sika ye de nam ne yi nam nti onso anfa sika ne bi enwura ma wonya bi ti omodi the first thing to do is say offer mobile phone *274 *3 hash *274 *3 hash. That's all. Onya daily we pay more options. Select number 1. Net 2 TV any dika and for other option be number 1 Net 2 TV. O send the one a copy or say enter the number of tickets. Do send our person to but could be about to be a 5 Ghana cedis. 5 Ghana cedis. The channel so say do about to auto bakumi and I enum and obi to 80 cedis when you 5,500,000 Ghana. To what trend day? Any fear that to be far when you wish no much usika. Sika fee was will be a bedi. Sika fee will be a bedi peche, Mabutu Muswede, and pay. Timodiana say, Obedale *274 *3 hash, now selecting option 1. I want to atwaso. Making sure so Momuka crowd phone also. Now about PIN code no atwaso. Also, Oaquenia, so this can be a year. Bomodia, then Becasa, Sika Achedia, Akradi, or a Christian Donkor, chartered accountant. Yeah, analyzing the statement by the vice president and leader of the new patriotic party. And no Ukrada or Casa in vision. And Ubina, Yakum, Yave, Emphasodia, home. They here are Yoseka as a professional or analyzing critically. Let me abua also a wavy. Maminchia or Chairman Debra. I send them and a chairman, and about for Inco. Chairman Debra, no pen watching. So heavy.
The champion. Physical gap has something to do with your revenue and then your expenditure. Normally, say difference in your wider, then it means you have physical, balance challenges or physical space challenges. Now, to be able to do that, champion, unless your physical consolidation strategy, should lead to increase in revenue. So what am I saying? Increase in revenue, and then also you do something about the expenditure. Into ABI expenditure, once a close down, now revenue no so cost now unya better situation, fiscal gap. So what I say? But when I listen to the entire statement, me who abolition of taxes more than any other thing. And I know I'm a bit worried in the sense that, like I said, I was analyzed that a budget has been read and I will target to say, and it's a we free where. The question is that what is the alternative? A bit more brown will generate more revenue. So what I say? And think Bianca speech, say Bianca say or say me free hono. These are the alternatives now, and come a bit comfortable. Every alternative for me to me a generate a bit to me mind the same thing. What was it? And the anwambe no my a bit chuckled. And me try some analyzing from professional point of view. Champion, listen to this. Look. I don't like people that are also putting up the argument to say, hey, be a vice president or you're part of the current administration. And Tisania, Adentina Watene, Nohun Ekekasa. Champion, look, a president position is president. A vice president position is vice president. You support the president. Of course, let me say the contribution is to support the president. And to me, you know, entirely from I can understand the where they are continuing. But the issue is that 8 years of akufo-addo administration, need there say onya opportunity for the next 4 years. Need there please, are you getting me? Let me say, or you're part of the first one. Even as a leader of economic management team, I'm certain policies by taxation, no, you're part of it, no problem. But to my say, oh no, crying this is in a beer, you live in here, bet me about. But by you look at the results, Ebia because okay, the needed resource na ye here no ebia impact no man feel I'm feeling it too much. So what am I say? I'm feeling it too much. And now say young father say with the complaint from the public, you know. So ama and no I have to listen to my people. And he said, baby, my next administration for which I have the much more better control, no, make me a year for her. There's absolutely nothing wrong. If me a cook, I don't know, introduce you and I say, my family say, you can run away. They can do a budget and turn right, say, okay, listen to the sentiment people put across any idea, make sure every revenue and target. Some alternative make me a year for her. There's absolutely nothing wrong. So, and he said, the fact to say, hey, beer, amount for say, or you're part of it. And I implemented certain tax policies.
That focus is here.
Now,
and I say, you say there's a, I can say, we be able to buying in Casano or kind of because I say, we can we are we sana for debate and for you.
Me and I'm Casa debate, it's unfound, and yet it's not starter. They shouldn't start because it's or yet a support president, that is fine. Cabinet or Kobe. And the office after Russia and Ukraine won a problem. Me visa me the way back. And remember, Sania was serious physical space problem.
Yeah.
And to office at that material moment, my young for Wimra, send a bet to me increase your revenue. And remember, say, yeah, downgrading for international market, or such that now going to market to borrow, no, and that any idea you should encourage it.
Okay.
And yes, I would think of locally. And when you're buying a lot of taxes in EB, but that's how I see. Sorry.
And the question people are also asking, say, if indeed a buying person break 8 there, now man penya bedi to aso there. The 11 is annual man. I don't know if you want to pay way any man.
Yes.
Now a frame no bar obey the free. Emission tax eba.
Yes.
Tax way or gaming tax bet. And once is here go for casa home. So also person breaking 8 in there.
Yes.
Now vice president is a leader there. I didn't buy them one vice president. No money is tax.
See the reason why I don't want to go for that argument.
Okay.
Till what has happened in the past? Budget in November.
Yes.
It has taken into consideration all those taxes.
Okay.
And I was expecting 160 billion.
Okay.
And to win free what? And I make a says, we reduce it to now they do 130 billion. Now we're expecting a year 210. Now 50 billion I have physical government so Koburun. I become 80 billion. So how are you going to deal with it? That's how we were seeing with physical space. So what I said. What was it? But you can speak for the future, no? Because future, no? ABM said from 2025 no, by all means, there will be a new budget. What you say? That new budget, no?
Was setting a target.
Me was setting a target.
Okay.
Into 1 year, there should be an alternative. Into because we are alternative, no? Because oh yes, we want us alternative. We need to me increase the revenue. No problem. I think I mean,
let's also not forget to say, this is just a vision.
Yes.
Manifesto is self.
Insanity.
Okay, so let's see the way.
So what I say, I analyze, no, and yet this is what I intend to do in the future.
Okay.
You better do 2025, no. Now when you have different view about the E-levy cry, and yes, I may you feel cry. You better have say a reduction, because if you analyze it, so what I say. But you see, say may you feel Ghana for also the almost. You said this. So what I say. And what has happened in the past in the November near Canada, it has taken into consideration those variables. No, so be if you. And it's if you don't take care now, attempt it.
So could you
say, I bet trigger your physical space. If you don't take care now, our macroeconomic indicators that are getting better. No, I bet start take grammar. Home.
Sika buying this in so 150 billion. No?
Yes.
Taxes we na can be my own yasasi.
Sika.
So if you was here there, the overhead in Sanka. And the person you want to me.
Oh, to me, and also so yes, because I might so be dual road na kukumasi. and you are factor into all this office of business as you can. No, if you want to say Kumasi on fire, don't you also think is a all promise of the Kumasi dual route. And to quack about the campaign, I'm the better. Either way, over to me, I attack you. No more rather, say a stay what you are promising in the future. Who the Wednesday? That's a when you can. Now you're Kumasi dual road, so I'm almost I beg why you live in a cry point, I will forget it. So what I said, near Matthew, a man for is complaining about too many taxes there. The complaint say, I'm only a discano, and only the tax in itself, I feel how man for the Ghanaians are willing to pay. Yes, because the Ghana for try, you bet you are. Mom, you are okay. Yeah, but I could 52 million, yeah, the amount 1 year to make it. Let's can and the amount for yeah. Yeah, better 72 million near the software. Senate, and for contribution, Obi Kwajani did 200 near the software. Better than all your contribution. Nakuma Enkan, Gokrafosika. Mina make a go pensions a year. Sanity, yeah, Kukumu 72 million. Yeah, software. Now, their software gone. I do not Trump on Joe Biden, software away with petrol. Who did this? What you say? You see a bay STL, but $270 million people's tax money near the political restriction, no beer faculty, free of charge, near the growing. Wow, and you know, near your usual tax in the day, and I'm amount for Yana more against is okay. Now, but me problem it was here and say with this taxes, see a year if you are there should be an alternative. An alternative when they be a maybe advising on certain things, it be was so. Me too. And yeah, that's say sometimes especially at the thick of the political discourse, say if you don't take care, Uber making certain promises be. I say, yeah, at the end of the day, a man was here, so a man for your word the power. When you put two statement, pay, yafa, and you will, who can send the better. Unless the other said, mechanical, Namidi, I win power, me, we are the Pamina, they are me winning power. But remember, sir, in the case of vice president, so we knew Crumpona, or Sasu another at the same to face, A.B. Obaba. 2028 and I said another one to face. And should be measured and your ABA strong. And that's how I analyze it. Say I'm not going to be too happy about so much because me who said no so far. And meaning problem on my way in terms of physical speed as well. And I'm not too much me no nanka me expecting say. Okay, and confirm can say it's you say a show to say in near my beer na about way no vice on pet no against it. And to when you show true guys as I not against it and which and also so me find it very intriguing in the sense that you can say economic management team. What is their work? Policies yeah winning I want to put themselves together. To take every first proposal from and send a common cabinet war. I'm going to advise on the yes, yes, economic management, economy send a baby. So what I say. And you have a call, every be who's the committee there is an agenda. Yes, I am down. I'm one, I'm before I send a copy cabinet. Cabinet, a bobo. Okay. And economic money, you want to tell me, say, he live, but more report, I'm going to come in and come. What am I saying? Yes, until now, I suspect me rather to say, look, I've been part of the administration. Me, okay with it. Russia will create one on my machine, by affecting fantastic, a foundation. We try to say, that material you introduce certain tax about economy. So we together economic money and everything we did it. However, we have listened to the public. You share the effects so we so thereby. You analyze you say me going forward, me free one more a bit me abuami. So what I say, na no obi ehu say sabio ya say oyifo nkwa na sabio say bibi okwasi ase den on sesa na dwen ana meboa. Yes. Enti my part of my boss economic manager absolutely nothing wrong. Yeah, ni awo sisi anya omo na mbe tomorrow. Enti ya dwen hu say but sisi ano me hu say going forward no me free ho Ebebua on this one. Now I fine. Okay, I avoided that argument now, man, for years. And then we want to say that you are not part of the economy and then all those things.
But let's also not forget, sir, in his statement, Okan said, me a driver's mate. I'm not the driver himself. Me a mate. Whatever advice that we give, we'll make it such statement.
We see? A vice president position, me translating, that I'm not like you say, me a mate, me fan kokra.
Okay.
Me fan kokra. Because Nyamicha said, what is economic management?
Mona economy.
Mona economy is
what
are they telling us?
Okay.
Me say the cabinet am kwadri bibi okra na mono team no mona analyze the economy management. No madwen.
Okay.
Answer na mo dey akoto na yeso ya dwen oh ampa we ye say e be ye. So what are they talking about? May I hold the economic management responsible for any other thing? Forget about cabinet.
When are you a professional?
Yes.
As a chartered accountant?
Yes.
You've been tasked, say, your report on this telling us, say,
yes.
saying you're young mind be
to
be a cabinet minister.
Yes.
Or as a management team economy, no. Wamba, not about too many.
Okay. Annual general meeting. Management of the company, they come out with an agenda.
Yeah. Yes.
Say, yes. And what I'm saying, the economy, the body will come for economic management. So what are they talking about? And obviously, enemy parameters.
But argument.
And let me just say, me, I will admit, say, with that anger, no, now you feel pandemic affecting you so much. At this point, you introduce certain taxes, but me coming forward, I realize there should be an alternative.
Okay.
Intimate me a year for now, my country now, the question is that have you thought about it about the alternative? A shame crown revenue 160 billion. And the expenditure 210 billion. So if there is no alternative, how are you going to find a physical gap we want it to be perfect?
We shouldn't also forget, say we will digitalize the economy. And the loopholes. Through digitalization, like faceless GRA tax audit and others. And ultimately, me
say,
okay.
These are my advice, my recommendations. I'm also and it's part of it. Sir, for me, one proposal alternative, no. If you are in the statement, but just so emphatic.
Okay.
Okay. You are analyzing the also as about and you come here and come message numbers 1, 2, near me say 2. No one said, tell me free one. Now I'm very comfortable.
Okay.
Because to me, a lot of people too are not comfortable because we don't want to go into a certain kind of crisis again. Where in the past, and your pandemic, and your COVID-19, but poor economic management, the top problem, even light, you to me a my 4 years, you to me a my light. Among from person will become mobile. Share banking crisis are you come, share near my come, we have passed that. Electricity, near there to get even power, among from person will become mobile.
Okay.
And yet, removing of tax necessary it's about how you better me ensure consistency of certain things we need to progress in business as individual and everything.
Okay.
And when I mean,
okay.
So now, Vice President Biawaka said this taxes will be to me a year free home. While media come in and make us a kind of fine, admit it, okay, we brought it back, we realize it now. And Kabea said the argument. However, Uncle said, on your part of it. And I'm going to shift the argument in our conference. And I make us say, Sisi as a akufo-addo news and whole turn about. Once I did, yes, he said, and I listen to akufo-addo. Yes, on what? Where? They will shift the narrative. Mr. Beck, I best start here praising akufo-addo. Who the market here? I've told you. You ever praise akufo-addo? But when you ever tackle
so no self like
Sana party.
Okay.
Or me so no no power. What is your say? Why we say we akufo-addo ama and why say no that when you me dear and I make say statement of kan and can make me qualify my be akufo-addo so be you no so comfortable say. As economic management, we thought about this. Ye na ya di levy, ya fee say after pan ebe buani. However, me come anymore. You wants a lot of agitation against it. They keep on saying that you levy near the intimate bar. An alternative, me wo high. Met me a year flow. Na ya anya papa go be any kobuka. I hope you are getting me. But some make it without says obi baka say, why did it is as a akufo-addo ade no ye no only part of it. You mu amane okra na ye enene ehone asama so face problem.
Okay.
But however, now to remove all the taxes is saying me expecting say what the alternative now or the man so GNC. Look, they should be very measured going forward their expenditure. Expenditure, what they spend.
Abaye sika kwa faso di the sika no.
Yes.
Or dream home.
That's all dream home.
Okay.
They should always analyze value for money, variables you are putting your money in. Say you do consumer revenue ahin na betu dia brain. Say ahin na betu dia brain. They say category you betu your money 1.8 billion a year. It's a very high revenue area. Kakani ya dibe shemu a emfamra na so fa sika ne mra. Ya forget mra fa di ya yi na ya so enya mia isa. Ya di kwasha ahin na betumi aboan. Dey na two. Yendu away with this kind of expenditure now. Tembia ya can say a luxury.
Okay.
So what I said, I'm making sure strict. And then me tell cars people say even procurement of cars. You between atono and release and whatever it's in them from a less and kakran. That is also fine. Into between my mouse, if me a top 100 land cruises. Or I listen, you bet me a borrow cars, no. Nafi, ya spread it. Say we are 5 years and now 4 years and now. Then we are not the crash about the
cruise can
look, NBC time. They purchased 361 land cruises with an amount of $110 million. And when you divide, they bought each land cruiser 310 million. Meanwhile, not the arm's length price of a land cruiser was $84,000. Share difference and that's all. Now, over then when you be there, I'm a student to chalk work classroom. Over then when you be no channel training allowance. So all those things were removed were unnecessary. But because of poor economic management, misusing that because audio near the two soon now, or bigger whining no their body. Naka crazy, Messiah answer 84, 84, by 361, not free 110. Sika co individuals bottom, a doss saying near the talk and ankasa. Now fast forward. What over 361 increases? You were going around 2015 to 2016. In Gaudia Fasa Castle, Farmer Abaya Obey. Neko a here said, and Kobeka took car for a year sika. Into a buyer, on your bino, Rosa went to you are not on the fast, no, because cars were. You auction those cars and realize $8 million. Abuziki 110 million at the Tocasino. And I'm watching when I'm realizing $8 million. Tifu na hwe sika agogo aboto. Cars no so aye cheni. And like don do melonya too. Ash language se pa ngoko change no. Ebia ya se chama mati se color willy. This is when you can say frivolous. What I said luxury. We shouldn't be doing that. And it is sadia no say onko hu ayi say mame enko for leasing and you kwagin ye tua ne kakran enka sa sika 110 million ko betumi ye bi tua nursing training for allowance aso e ato but my sister say obetumi even a procurement they will look at that option and that is also very fine Anna, ya best so stress say. Sisi ano tax na ya je do no. Ana ya ka no. A lot of loopholes wom. A lot of loopholes. Those who are collecting, they have their own strategy. GRF of taking it from the companies into their bottom straight. What are we going to do about it? What I say, a lot there, Miss Macase tax. Say, you have 40 billion, 900 billion, Kugunko for Hutum. Three times, 2 times of that amount. And he said, to me, through a loophole, to me block one, a bit to me, abwa, swam. And I will also look at you know. And as I also sure say even new taxes be baba, so and the can mean na so nipa ebe can ye because I'm not accused about way in the past say or introduce a tax policy near be answer panaba. Into what the basso, yes, look at the you know, the dialogue on so okay. Na and conform to me, I come myself, you amount for who say, we are the buy bet me abua. For example, me for the same Yamekase. If we can introduce a taxi be, a free SHS be at a tagano. Na obi who say, we ye tria, a bit mama your money na ku free, you be yes, come. I want this problem. I don't think Ghanaians will decline. Okay. And he said, "Would it be bad? Let us know the benefits." Now, a bit me a boy. Why you cry? They will even tell you, "Say I don't cry this far." All right. And I also expect that they go on that line. So what I said, "Say nyango bombo na nyame manadom." Na say we go forward no. And also on. All right. That is the only way.
So, mama, me say about hope you. You're a Christian Donkor and Dinko. Maybe I be draw and chibia. Exactly 9:20. If our phone na yen mausika achede na ebi. *274 *3 hash. Now select option 1 net 2 TV. Ano pay ya ene efia da ye ko weekend nti hye so ahyase e kina memene ne question da ye ko me wonya bia dia bon kwai kwan pay wa pa ene wonya apoto nsubi nso a wona wo se no katinkuntu kakra na wo se na bunabunu kakra wonya chese ngwadwane odo ayase na bi wo gudwem we fe no odo ayase e fine pa wo de tonkwan ma anu so de kama pa wonya chese chini na ne so de awo no ina iska Nina eiska krantia kakra otwen kakra pese kakra owiu kankane ofui na frankwai no Oko madina djuma ngres ka ultimate and this cafe actually no e na obetimi dey ato and na me America was na weekend what me abonkwan unya nkunkunte kakra nkunkunte no so ka emu nya mmere bebre mu be dey so that's when you nkruma kakra wo no una say *274 *3 hash me disikano ba betum sisia ma wo and tugum ne enko select option 1 net 2 TV na obusa said ticket do say na person to back be 5 Ghana cedis o yeko o de 25 cedis to sisia so why me travel no opani ba ko say na me travel me de mani na we say queen message buy ya otimi enya ya odi ewini tipacho hye so se sika achede fie ewo na 2 TV so na braso se me de draw ne tum *274 *3 hash eni brabo me ba betu yeko abono nkron apa ho sema no do enko just 1 minute yenko amenya me draw no *274 onka achiri obi a last minute ukwa na obewini *274 *3 hash. Welcome to Sikafi. Choose where to play. Now selecting number 1, net 2 television. Dale koya. Enter number of ticket. Each ticket be 5 cedis. Wabo pin code no so. Now they count out so. Epe unsu bi su anim. But as a kwen na lande. E be flow sisi ade atom. No nkron ebo. The champion going forward.
Yes. Yes. So these are the things we expect you to do as alternative between abua. Why?
Okay.
Name areas we have tax or order that, but in call for contribute to no extra. Into young far away, a bit to me a lot more people above bracket more. A bit to me more musu a trade as well. Okay. Especially corporate tax in the idea, and so a hard paper. Okay. Among some measures, otherwise, if it's going to be the same routine, no champion. And yeah, so at the end of the day, you say you better resort to unnecessary borrowing because it affects young papa. Because when you borrow, champion, the interest rate, at this point, if you don't take care, whatever you generate, a bedroom maybe one over 50 to 60% will be your interest.
All right.
And the president, the best reply.
Okay, Mamina drawing we now summarizing. But Shannon say Valentine Day no so on the 14th, 7:30. There's going to be a program on the True TV. Actually, Val's Day, Valentine Day, 7:30 p.m. Anumere. Ye jumedi kama pa ti eno so na sada na e be Val's Day no. You bet 10,000 Ghana cedis, 100 million. That day, Val's Day, we are going to share 100 million. To take note of that. I mean, share minu penny a year amugi, call resurrection power. Me bro, I don't pay for me. The day and any aseptic. Bro, penny I don't pay watching. The justice ever drawn into me. Now, they say Val's Day may share 10,000, 100 million. To draw on a roll on your screen. Now you hear the power be winning. Say that you and your book at a beer. Me chow 200 Ghana cedis and I'll pay you. You heard number about on there winning. 0536-474 ***. 0536-474 ***. Number a winning. Timonfa number na yam friendly panel. Open you know due to your phone also. Message number. When your message. Oh, I did back on uncle for empty and for visual message. You about the coin when you know about when you can uncle for message back from but when you a momo sika de mount, oh, sika fee at Chedian also. And you are winning, no, but your my phone and mail on your frozen. So, champion, moving forward. Yes,
I've also realized that now Mukas a number of ministers or better so.
Yeah.
For me also I'm not too much happy with the with that, in the sense that economy expand here to I say we need more to be able to go into specific. What we witnessed in the past, and say, so okay, can ministry bomb bibria on champion at the end of the day. Once a 1 minister and you have a lot under your foot.
Yeah.
Into Uber say, on to me administrative all of them. Uber say inefficiency, I am more.
To also decentralize,
sanity.
Okay.
And you see, me was a man for so bomb say, hey, 50 I out there. More people for me whom are the national. Main count on crime who bear 400 people.
Omobo.
Mobabe target Baumia with their CV propositions. Now we see one year they are shit. Money now we pay ministry about me can 400. Anyway, when now who am obia e ba me yentia no yentia ye be wi obo me say bo hu to kwa be ban 50. Me wa. E kwa na wo be hu ai. We see ade bi ho. Na look. And ya pointed the bra and when I will send you busy attack
we 16 regions require 16 out of the 50 almost 34. The 34 minutes nipa bebrebe.
Meanwhile, the economic expanding. Oh, me engineer na bia the opposition be what power all can you tend to say certain things at the end of the day Uber will say adiwe me and say ya na nka ye me ya fruitwa media averagely of maybe 70 60 fine because minister nankasa na expenditure no say saying but a bit to me ama specifics aye they're very good intino media waka is fine but more people before nankasa mona modi musivi be kokko me say me mu dem ba who the so when you bia and mama TV so na Ghana I'm disappointed in vice president I'm say when your position na economy na enye crop because I'm disappointed say na be tie the same thing enti eno de amasem now champion okude to abrakwa we dey briefly I think say last week you can about the black Sappho budget. Once I was mentioned that, we first say $8 million.
$8.5 million.
Near the okay, my friend said if you convert roughly, I say do 8 million, Papa. Near Ghana City, no. And we say 77 million.
Yeah.
Ghana City. And I win. Some of the coin, or could you tab rapper? Ever put in the public, I'm with fee contingency vote.
Okay.
So what I say? And I say, Sigaro, if you know, or no creating in 2023, and if you also is an illegal. So be if you contingency vote.
Champion, I mean, Nipa, winning, we now. Briefly on that. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning, oh.
Bajo, we didn't say now, Kasa Eddie Free.
I don't, the Kasa Free
Suhum.
I don't.
We didn't say.
I don't mean to go.
Hey. Now, Otto say, do those an auto.
First one, Medican
10 cities. Okay. And a second one, where they?
And a second one, Luka 10 cities.
And the 20 cities, 5, Otto 5, Makumakosa 5, and 4. And when you say, hello?
Mayat 277.
277 Ghana cities or Fonso. CCA.
That's why.
And the weekend, what is Ghana here the weekend?
Oh, maybe there.
What about there? Enquire na fufu anamu. And the catch, they are about catching a moment here na 2 TV. They are about catch.
You, me that's
And they are about catching a moment.
Oh, it's that's the
Manton Gaye, what's the day? Hello.
Hello.
Messi, they are about catching a man for Airnet 2 TV.
Me catch our food there. Obiana in TV. Now you play you good.
Mate, me that's it.
Me that's it.
Yes, that's it. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's it. All right. But I should also say on Val's Day, no, which is 14th, missing Wednesday, right? Yeah, Val's Day, no. Sikafi, you bet 100 million. Timpacho, Val's Day, Pacho, you bet Chelsea Kakasi. Because when a 2 TV, there be a now dialect Troto, a star 274 star 3 hash Troto. Na ofolo, make sure so will be kakra or by 200 Ghana Mumoso. Now, Ubinya Chede Kaseba. Champion,
briefly, what you're saying is that we are now about 77 million. And like I said, they budgeted from beginning to assume, say, ABI end in Nanturu. And but at the end of the day, they are spending na champion. Yaba Nanka and Swaba. So at the end of the day, no, you say if you contingency vote. Now, contingency vote, no, I mean, say, a year. Once you approve the appropriation bill, your budget to call. Now, I'm debate on approve budget and appropriation bill. Automatically, the contingency vote has been approved.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a contingency, a contingent to the main budget. Once I want your budget, if you want near maybe and in course of the year, no, all status of implemented budget, no, be very important. One vote to Sika for any specifically on the budget.
Okay.
And Tina and also my friend say a backup. It automatically once the appropriation is a bill is passed, then automatically the contingency vote is also passed.
Okay.
And Tiamo share no necessary on engaging any illegality. Send you could to black or you see? And then two. The issue is that I'm going to half corner. Yes, this come to me spending homes is about 29 million. And to free one, 77 now to 29 million champion over your father say 50 or close to 50 million Ghana cedi the aba enti me bisa say enti sa allegation o ye na abaya kodi $8 million ni ade won say me ka chew say sabio ye de ko na bebi ebedu bia no say ye for the started near the bar and ye then I be account you hunu ye chiche ye ne ne ade baba enti sa 77 million na fi contingency vote no which had been approved legally no no I see 29 million and that's 28 and you spend here enti nkan no ye de aba enti anu ne person public as what na atrona ogusu a odi no one say me catch one say ye de bibia man to say on modi no on kuku story fa corruption but you see oya emfa
okay
what I say abawe me makatch say fufado me as auditor say ye ka obi pa say ye endorse no a what me protect your consolidated fund for now me hu pa there me say kufado me de be man in the sense that some analyzing the corruption there are allegations under the 10 in the office and I realize say to be honest me hu ba ku bia direct from the consolidator where my tax to be honest say enyase ya say trade ayifo na amo betra se ne yagigi nkofo se amo betra ho a ya say visa bibi ticketiering and I say ya say we Jubilee House and nkofo bi gigi sika so we hu president and I say be Charles BC no wakoye galamse me hu so what you say as compared to sika ya she dan plan ni a yehu eyi ni yefi consolidated funding
ni a chedi
to say sika ya de ma RFG as whatever say what was so kokonye confirm am and yet town sika over 50 million something the man any trees we are catch and confirm no sika wo twa wo PAY championship wo sika wo twagu consolidated from ni I say what say ye dia mo obi akwanya confirm no so wotutu ko a na wa friend say yes say to be honest media as an auditor Gufado wa protecting consolidated fund no so far so you analyze the debt position am who say Muhammad Tampa no ball in terms of dollars Gufado little over $10 billion Bahama is about 29 billion and then on the exchange rate na ama ya kodu hosa enye enti with this no look at what the man has done.
All right, champion Ziga, I don't know, I mean for happy birthday and sister Eunice Agyapong of Kwabenya International Central Gospel Church ICGC Faith Temple Scholarship Secretariat. The name come once cemetery. And Sister Eunice, they say you are the future queen mother of Agyapong. Unia enemy new kwaku entry bush yakoja Toronto. Deeper different one Jack Toronto. And I don't know, Sister Eunice, happy birthday and come on. And Hajai Rahi, I say, oh, Koforudia. This is coming from Sister Juliet. Me, Julie. Sunday, Ebe, Wawoda. To Sister Hajai Rahi of Koforudia in the Eastern region. Happy birthday coming from Minya Ba Julie or Koforudia. And to Sister Rahi Hajai, happy birthday. May God bless your new age. May God bless your celebration on Sunday. And may God bless you so much. Production team, no matter the producer or Henry Kofisafo, as Papa, the entire crew, and also George Sarkodia Focus, Kosi Ninsen, Justice Afo, Robert Finn, and my director himself, Kenneth Techi Agyapong Kweku and Tribu Isiako, and Her Excellency, the Queen of the Dialogue, Abena Nyakukipo. Mr. Donkor, I better was say, Mr. Donkor, a chartered accountant, Onona, Yenine Edin Comedy, or one, and Tribu Isiako. Yami Adumna, Yusua, my Juada. Besanso Asia. Mamu Nachi.